Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome to Elite Dangerous Beyond. This is Reboot and Restart, and I thought I'd take a look at planetary scan missions. Now, a lot of work has been done by Frontier on this in regards to stopping some of the nerfs that have happened. And I've gone out and I've purchased myself a good old Python and named it the Frosty Badger. Painted it in tactical white so it looks nice and swanky. And I thought I'd get out and do some of these missions, make a bit of money. Now, before, in the mists of time, you used to be able to rock on down to a planet in whatever ship you had, scan one of the data points for your planetary scan missions, and complete all of the missions that you had assigned. So you could stack all these missions up, you'd rock in, it would say, yeah, go here, there, and everywhere. You'd go to one point, you'd land, you'd get into your SRV, you'd trundle up to the base, and once you got to the base, you'd shoot any skimmers. Great, thank you very much. And then what you would do, you'd scan that data point, and all of a sudden it'd be mission completed city. You would then make a hell of a lot of money, and then rock back up, create your reward, and be rich. Now, effectively, what happens, you go through the same process, you land on a planet, you get into your SRV, you rock on round and see exactly what's going on, suss out the area, land, get in your SRV, get over, scan the data point, thank you very much, there's your mission. Now, as you build your reputation and influence within the system, you are going to be given missions that can get more money. I'm getting missions now in regards to this at about 2 million. Which is not so bad, because you can also then select whether you want more reputation or if they're offering materials, rare materials, data or something. You can sort of like, you can make the choice. Do you want the cash, the cold hard cash, which before we had absolutely no choice other than to accept, or take other things? Anyway, if you haven't already done so and you like what you're seeing so far, click the subscribe button. And then look for the like button and that notification icon and set notifications to be on. And that way then you'll know when I'm putting more videos of Elite Dangerous, Subnautica, whatever else. Freelancer, I've been playing a lot of Freelancer lately, on YouTube, and you don't miss it. And that would help me out as well, and that'd be great if you could. Now what I've done here, I've rocked into system. I've honked the horn with my Discovery scanner, and it's revealed the planets I need to go to start completing and scanning the items on the surface. Now I'm on approach to the planet. You can see I've got the search zone building item has come up within my HUD, and I'm heading on towards it. As I start to get close to this, however, you're going to notice that it's going to jump around, and anyone who has done these missions will be well aware of this jumping around business as it scans the surface to find the right building that you're going to need to complete this mission. Now this can be somewhat a little frustrating as you start getting closer. You think, oh, I'm lined up, I got a nice vector, my vector Victor is really good. And then you find yourself doing all these lovely banking turns to get a good angle of approach. Hey, well, it's not so bad, is it? Just make sure you keep your eye on your altitude. You don't want to go planting yourself directly into the planet's surface. And once you find it, and you can't miss it because you'll see the lights of the buildings, you get close enough, make sure you get a spot that when you land, you don't get attacked by skimmers on your ship, or the base's weapons. If they've got any weapons, don't open up and start attacking the mothership while you're wombling around on the surface wondering what to do. So here we are, I'm in the SRV. I'm going to get the high beams on so we can see what we're doing, and then we're going to take some skimmers out which are going to be deployed, and then we're going to scan that item, tick in the box, and off for the next one. Collect all that money, go and buy some more gear for this lovely Python. Now I do like these missions, I think they're good. I prefer the ones that have got a bit more of an elaborate base with them, if I'm to be honest, but these are still a good earn. You're going to be getting, you know, about 500,000 on average, but I say as your reputation and influence within the sector where you're doing these missions increases, what's going to happen is you're going to get higher paying ones. However, you are going to be made a naughty boy or girl. You are going to be the commander that is wanted in the system because you are committing a crime. And as you start committing a crime, then, you know, people are going to be after you within the system as well, and there's going to be some bounty hunting going on. You're going to start to get pulled out of frame shift as you approach the planets. But hey, if you've got a decent enough ship and you can ahead, and you know what you're doing, and you should be, by now, unless you are a really new player, in which case I would encourage you perhaps to hang back on doing some of these missions and do some money making a bit more conventionally, then to build up a decent enough ship, then you should be able to handle yourself. So here I am, I'm scanning that data point, I'm getting in encrypted files, I'm getting industrial firmware, it's all good stuff, you know, and once you get to the station you can start to sell all this stuff off as well, and not only collect your bounty. So also be careful, if you linger a little bit too long, those turrets or defences are going to start opening up, so it'll be time to Foxtrot Oscar. So park your ship close enough, but not too far away, as you know you can't get to it in time, and the things just open up and just start taking you apart. Also be mindful as well, there's going to be loads of canisters and cargo canisters laying around upon occasion. Get that cargo scoop up in your SRV and get cargo scooping, and this is going to make it all a bit more worthwhile, because you're going to get things like not only bio-waste, but also things like palladium, and other precious metals and materials, which you can then sell on at your next nearest station, probably when you go and cash in for all that money. So it's worthwhile grinding back and forth, picking up all those canisters, and like I say, making the most of the mission. Then once you've had your fill with what you're doing on the planet, you've collected all those items, you've shot all the skimmers, you've scanned that data, you're happy with what you're doing, and you haven't had your ass blown off by whatever's been lurking around, whether that be ships flying around on patrol, whether that's been installations, guns, or if you've lingered too long and the skimmers have actually worn down your ship, which I've actually seen happen, it'd be time to rock on back to the station and cash in and see what's going on, or indeed move on to the next planet if you've stacked these missions while you've got the momentum of doing these sort of things, and that should be, you know, basically rewarding. So here we are, we've returned at Wang Depot, which is my depot of choice at the moment, where I'm building my reputation. I'm going to repair and refuel, and I'm going to cash some of these missions in and make a bit of cash, and that's all there is to it. Be prepared to spend a little bit of time in the system. I tend to find one system that I'm going to be wanted in, and just make myself a pain in that system. Now you've got the new notoriety and crime and punishment aspects of things to keep aware. If you do get destroyed, you'll get transferred to a detention facility, so be prepared to pay any fines. So if you are the new commander starting out with all of this, make sure you got a little bit of money, not only for a rebuy, but to pay any fines that you'll incur in system. So that's really worthwhile pointing out. And normally you're going to get sent not to a detention facility within the system, unless there is one in the system, but you're going to get sent a couple of jumps away. So if you're in a ship that you've just kitted out for combat or anything like that, make sure you've got enough fuel capacity to get back where you're going. Okay, really worthwhile point that is. I've been caught out a couple of times in some sort of like ropey old ship, and then I've got to start jumping around trying to buy a fuel scoop or an extended fuel tank, or look at my hyperdrive. Go down there in a decent ship, an armoured ship, be prepared with a rebuy, and everything should be okay. Anyway, so I've been Ricardo. This has been Reboot and Restart. This is the series where I take whatever knowledge, and it may be limited knowledge, that I've gleaned over the 4 years of playing Elite Dangerous and start again with a Steam account, and then share this with you. Thanks very much for all your support. Thank you for your subscriptions and your likes and your comments. Please keep the comments clean. If you've got an area or a location where you are getting some serious coin, let us know. We'll do a video about it and we'll give you a shout out. Thanks very much for watching. Fly safe. See you soon.